Hey, what's up? This is Paige Mitchell, and you're listening to Paige's Lessons. A quick message from our sponsor before we start the episode. Feeling burnt out or overwhelmed lately? I totally understand because I've been there too. The good news is I'm offering a free handbook that helps you identify your top burnout symptoms and provides unique strategies to overcome those challenges. This book will give you a step-by-step process so you can rebuild your confidence and find true fulfillment. Download your free copy today from the link in the show notes or head on over to www.burnouthandbook.pagemitchell.coach. I was on a podcast a few days ago, and when it is aired, I will put it in the show notes so that you can listen. But I was interviewed on a podcast, and there is this question she asked me that I have to share with you. I thought it was the coolest question, and I highly encourage you ask your friends and family the same question. So the question was, if there are only 3 truths, what are they? Like, tell me, what are 3 truths that you will stand by? And I was like, oh my God, I was being very cautious with this question because, truth is really just a matter of your perspective, and, reality is kind of trippy. So I loved this question, and it got me thinking. I didn't want to take too long. Obviously, I'm being live recording on a podcast. So the first answer was, and this is immediately where my head went because I was hungry. But I said, truth number 1, that throughout my life, there will always be an abundance of amazing flavors and foods that I am so excited to try. I know as a truth that I will experience and taste amazing foods out there. That's for damn sure. I'm only 30 years old, and I know throughout the rest of 60 years of my life, I have no idea what I'm going to eat, or where I'm gonna find these meals, but I know my palate is gonna increase in flavor because the things I like now I didn't like 10 years ago. So that's a for sure truth, that there's an abundance of food, and I'm so excited for the flavors that are going to enter my mouth. Truth number 1. Truth number 2 is I know that I am the only Paige out there. I am the only Paige that ever will be. I am the only Paige that will ever exist, and that I am a limited edition. And that goes for every single one of you as well. Even if you're a twin, there is no one on this planet. The fact that you're alive on this planet, it's she says it on the podcast when I say that truth, it's 4 trillion to 1 chances of you actually being born. So you are a miracle. I'm a miracle. We're all miracles, just living and breathing and being individuals. Thinking about just fingerprints, right? And how every single one has a different fingerprint. That's crazy. So truth number 2 is I'm a limited edition. No matter how many similarities I may have with someone, personality or even experiences, they are not me. And I'm my own person. So that is for sure a truth, that I'm one of a kind. The third and final truth that I decided to say was, I know that in life, I will never have it all figured out. There is no way I can know everything. Even if I was in school for the next 60 years of my life studying all kinds of subjects, I will never not know everything. So I know that's kind of a double negative. So I just summed up as a truth is that I am always learning. I am always a student. I am always curious and learning about myself, learning about others. So yeah, I would say my final truth is that there's no way you can ever know it all, and that's totally okay and totally beautiful. I love that. I remember when I was a kid, just being a know-it-all and like correcting people, like it was just really obnoxious, right? Of like, I'm just trying to be right. I'm trying to be validated, and so bad, obviously. That's just it's little Paige trying to get her way. But really, I love when I'm wrong, because that's an opportunity for me to grow. It's an opportunity for me to learn something that, I didn't know. So, 3 truths. What are your 3 truths? I would love to hear it. Feel free to send me a message on my Instagram, or you can go to Facebook. You can also add me on LinkedIn, TikTok. They are all the same handle at paigemitchell.coach. Or you can send me an email, connect@paigemitchell.coach. I would love to hear what are your 3 truths, and how do you feel about it? Like, now that you know these truths, what do you want to do with that information? And yeah, I hope that you have a beautiful day and keep learning, keep growing. You got this. If this podcast truly resonates with you, take a screenshot of the episode and share it on your social media story. Tag me on Instagram or Facebook, and my handle is @paigemitchell.coach. I'm so excited to see what you shared and connect with you. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, take care.